Hello, 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 everybody. Welcome to part two of our TSL prom one shot. Two shot, whatever. It's happening. We're here. Queer. Happy Pride. Welcome, welcome. I'm just gonna launch this right into introduction. So if we want to go around the table in the same order as last time, starting off with Dare.
Hi, I'm Dare. I just sort of do things online a lot. Yeah, I don't really have that much to lead into today. Yeah, I
Yeah,
don't really have that much to
sounds
lead
good.
into today.
Want to
Yeah,
give
I don't
character
really
name and
have that
pronouns?
much to
Sounds
lead
good.
into today. Oh, of course.
Want to give Carol words?
My pronouns are he, she, or they. Switch them up, and you're good. I'm playing Pixel, the lovely cyber goth witch, using she and they interchangeably as well.
Yeah. All right. Next along our rotation, we move down to Bella.
Hi everyone, my name is Bella, Boondoggles on Twitter and TikTok and on Twitch, but I don't stream by myself because my computer would hate me. Hi everyone, I will be playing Princess. She is the Trickster playbook. My pronouns is so are princesses, she, her.
Perfect. And keeping us right along, Sarah, you're up next.
Hello. I am so excited to be back for round two. My name is Sarah L. Kinney. I use she, her pronouns, and I am that same thing on Twitter where I play in a lot of one-shots like this wonderful game. Tonight, I will be playing Nahir Sunforge. She uses she, they pronouns interchangeably, so as long as you switch them up for them as well, we are good to go. And I am excited to play my pyromancer / photomancer one more time.
Perfect. And finally, Nikki.
I'm Nikki. I am playing the Seeker playbook, she, her, Madison. And I forgot what else I was going to say. Sorry.
No, that's perfect. All right. And that leaves me. Hello. I'm Amr Emiraz. I am your GM. I use they, she pronouns. And I am ready to take us in. So, last time we left off, our group had a time which ended up with them doing some superhero stuff and finally asking out their prompt dates, which consisted of mostly variations on one another. We had one very loud and bombastic prom declaration with an audience from our Nahir and Medicine, and then a quieter but just as sweet prom proposal from our resident princess and singular pixel. Now, prom is happening in just under a week from when they asked one another, so they've got some prep to do and not a lot of time. So we're gonna open up with a montage, just going around the table. Anyone who wants to jump in first can. You don't have to give your entire thing, just one scene if you've got one, of what you're doing to prepare for prom, to prepare your outfit, to prepare whatever shenanigans you might be getting up to, your entrances, etc.
I was wondering if anyone else was jumping at the bit then. Alrighty, I think what Pixel is doing is probably just a lot more, probably calling in favor from the robotics team actually.
Okay.
I think Pixel is getting some like nice LED lights, probably sewn into parts of their dress, and then probably seeing if the robotics team can help either set up the actual event or make a really cool entrance.
Oh, yeah. That's fun. Is there any
it's
snippets?
the robot. It's the big one from last episode.
Oh, okay, the big one.
You asking Tamaki, you're like, hey man, hey homie,
Oh,
hey
I mean,
pal.
I could ask them, or I could just straight talk to the robot itself and be like, "Hey, favor for favor, I got you earlier. You got me." I could just go around, just completely ignore and talk to the T-Rex bot.
Not even the robotics. You're talking to the robots.
So when you said the robotics team, you didn't mean the robotics team. You meant the robotics.
I meant the robots.
The robots.
Right, yeah,
Perfect.
okay. Just check again.
That's peak Pixel energy.
Pixel's like,
This
Pixel
is-
is the epitome of sees a dog, ignores the owner, and just talks with the dog. Like, yeah, she's so cute. Like, just ignore.
Yeah, absolutely.
We love and stand. I think Princess will be. Who should she ask to shop with her? Maybe she'll go ask. Who was the person that they were hanging out with? I forgot the person. Both Madison and Nahir were hanging out.
B.
V. Yeah, V. I'll go ask V to go shopping with me because I liked the style that they
Alright.
embodied.
Cool. Are you going shopping in like are you letting B decide the locations to go shopping, or are you still?
Oh
directing?
no, I think that I'll like go on a whole tangent about Pixel and talk about how in psychology the people that you're attracted to reflect like you. And I'm like, it's all about proximity, it's all about similarity, it's all about all these like rattling up psychology facts. So I'm like, so what I'm trying to do is try to embody Pixel's aesthetic. I'm not changing myself. To be clear, not changing myself because Pixel said, that she liked me for me, but I can show the aesthetic that they show. Not what they're into, but what they are, because people think that they want something, but they actually want someone like themselves. We are all
I love
incredibly
Princess.
full of ourselves.
B looks at you and just says, I think the last sentence of that is the only part of that made sense. And
Okay, great.
gonna cut. Nahir or Madison, do y'all have an idea for a scene?
So I think Nahir wants to ask Madison if we should also ask B to join us at prom.
Beautiful.
The phone rings while we're shopping.
So I think maybe it's, a little bit after we've done, or Nahir's done the initial prom proposal, and it's just a quick like, I did make a second one of these in the event you didn't just want to go with me. We could ask B too. I mean, you could ask B, but it'd be the three of us.
Yeah, or you can ask her.
I mean, you know her better than I do, so it'd be totally fine if you want to do it, but I would do it if you want me to be the one who does it.
Okay, I'm the backup. You can ask her, and I'm the backup.
Okay, I would like it if you are there, like literally behind me when I do it.
Yes.
And I think with that decided, we'll find a moment where B is available to also prompose to B. So it'll be the three of us at prom as a throuple.
Good. All right, we will take a glance at what that proposal looks like when we come back around. The next scene in our prom preparation montage cuts over to the robotic students themselves. Tamaki is attempting to make a robotic costume, and at some point in their preparation of it, the dress like gets up and starts shimmering towards where Pixel is, and Tamaki just looks at the dress, just like sighs and starts making a new one. And the dress itself like just waves and uses its LEDs to wave at Tamagi as it walks away. We're gonna cut back to y'all. What else are y'all doing as part of this montage?
Other montage stuff. Let's see. I think I probably at some point do try to find Princess and like ask about, do we want to be flashy or are we going to be low key and quiet?
I would if Pixel comes up to me and says that, Princess is gonna like look for a really long time at Pixel and be like, "Oh, when have you ever been low key?"
I'm absolutely low key. I feel like I'm low key. Is this not?
Can I look at your current outfit? What are you currently wearing? Is it low key? Look at me, dear. Is it low key? What Pixel wearing is right now. What they're wearing right now. Is it low key?
Look. I think Pixel thinks they're low key. I think this is important to them because like I feel like if Pixel ever went all out, it's full on cyber goth like like LED lights everywhere, like with like mask and everything, and they're just like, this is like toned down. Like I don't even have lights on this.
Uh-huh. Well, I think it's prom. We should go all out. And honestly, everyone's gonna have their eyes only on you anyway, so might as well give them something to look at.
Why would they only have their eyes on me? You're there.
Okay, this isn't gonna work because I'm trying to do this thing where I flirt with you, but then you flirt, and I don't know what I'm supposed to do at that point.
We'll figure it out.
Okay.
We'll get there. We'll get there.
Oh, okay, cool. Hey, here's a question. I know it doesn't matter, right? But are they going as a throuple, the three? Because I don't know if we should get like a big Lomo together. But if it's only going to be us three for like 4, it's not a big deal. We get like just chill together. But if it's like 5, that's a lot of people. And also, should we go to dinner? If we go to dinner, I want to know how many to put on the reservation. You know what I mean?
We should ask them about that.
I
I do have. How do you feel about carriages?
mean, my name is Princess, so pretty good.
That's what I was thinking.
Mhm,
Now, what if it's not pulled by a horse?
You're thinking robots, aren't you? It's going to
Yes.
get pulled by robots.
Yes.
I'm guessing you also got the consent of the robots, but not the robot creators.
Why would I need? Yeah, no. I talked to the robots themselves. They can talk back.
Okay, I was just okay. Yeah, okay.
Okay.
Do they
So-
the people who hang out, with the robots know that they're gonna be gone for that night?
I don't know. Do the robots tell them? I'll be honest. I don't think Pixel would tell them.
I don't. Yeah, I don't.
Whoops. Well, listen.
Those with the capability to communicate it might.
Let's hope.
We can only pray. Well, after this, we're gonna have some explaining to do, and by we, I mean me, because I'm sure you will not explain anything to any of them. It'll be good. That sounds good to me. That seems very boisterous, which I'm here for. Are we just gonna go together, or should we tell Naher and Madison to come with us and be like a team event?
We'll check in with them. I
Yeah.
assume they have a lot to worry about.
Right. So we shouldn't. I'm literally picking up my phone. So we shouldn't call them right now. Yes. Okay. That makes sense. Okay.
We'll give it a few hours.
Okay. Sounds good. I would also. Princess wants to check in with go back to online and do a lot of checking about on Reddit how to be a good prom date.
Oh no.
From Reddit?
Actually,
Not Reddit.
wait,
not Reddit.
But
No, it's too late.
Is it?
Yeah.
I'm trying to think if Princess is a Reddit type, but she probably is. She's going to do she's going to try to figure out, she's going to go to Reddit to see how to be a good date because she knows there's a lot of adults on there. But then she's also going to cross-reference it with 17 magazine because that's when prom actually occurs. And then kind of cross-reference and try to combine both being an adult and also prom, which is a high school thing, together.
Okay. I have only one question, which makes a huge difference for how useful this is.
Yes, okay, great.
What subreddit is this? Are we going on
Oh,
our relationships? Are we going on a specific queer subreddit? Are you going on our
oh no,
psychology?
yeah. I think she's gonna go queer. Oh no, you know what she's gonna do? She's gonna go to because she knows Pixel is witchy or whatever. So probably a subreddit about dating a Wiccan, dating someone who's punk, dating someone in that subgroup because she wants to be respect them and show her that she's with it.
I love Princess. She's so sweet.
Wants to be a good ally so bad. She goes to Reddit. She's like, hello, friends. I am trying to date a cool, spooky witch who loves robots. How do I make their night memorable? Thank you so much. A psychologist. No,
Oh no. Oh
her
no.
Reddit name is
Oh,
something
God. Okay.
that psych bitch
This
or
is
something like
this
that.
is a dangerous.
It is dangerous. I don't think we see what advice Princess gets, but I do think we get a montage of Princess's face reading all the advice, which I'm sure probably goes through a range of emotions.
Oh my god.
Perfect. On that, we're gonna cut to the other two. Where do y'all attempt to find B for this next scene in your montage?
I think Nahir starts off by like kind of not cornering Madison, but like looking at Madison and going, all right, so like where does B usually hang out? Like where do we find her? Like I mean you watch her. I mean you look at her a normal amount. I mean I've seen you. Perhaps do you know where she would be?
Is there like a student lounge? Is there a student lounge where they can?
Yeah, of course.
She might be in a student lounge, not studying for class and sitting at that table by the window.
All right,
in that third chair. Not that I watch anyone too much or anything.
No, not that that's it. You just happen to know the precise location of where another person is, given just any point in time in the day. I like that about you. You watch carefully. Anyways, let's go there and stop talking about this right now.
Yeah.
Perfect. So we cut next. The next scene shows the inside of the student lounge, where there is a random student actively in the middle of proposing to B on the corner table, and B is watching like half interested, but also like very clearly not paying attention at all. And then like when y'all walk in the middle of this other person's proposal, she just starts waving over to y'all.
Are we too late?
I don't know. I think maybe we're like I think we're supposed to go over there. Hey B. We're not interrupting anything, are we?
Oh no, not at all. And the other person's face just like falls.
Are you sure we could give you a moment to kind of wrap up whatever this is going on here?
Oh right. Look, you're sweet and all, but yeah, sorry. And the person just kind of like shuffles off awkwardly.
All right. Well, me and Madison have been talking, and Nahir will reach over and kind of reach out to touch Madison's hand.
Who was trying to like hide behind her hair.
And then Nahir will kind of pull out of their other pocket the similar stone to what she had presented to Madison. So it's another faceted gemstone, kind of that Nahir kind of covers with their hand, and then we'll pass it over to B and say, we wanted to give this to you. Just hold it in your hand, and after a second, the heat from your hand will warm it up, and it'll do something cool.
And B takes it from you with like curiosity and just like holds it around their hand.
And after just a couple of seconds, the heat from it makes it glow, and we see, just like what Nahir had presented to Madison, a set of what look like constellation stars kind of beam out of the different facets of light. But this time, instead of there just being one sword, kind of that reflects the shape of Nahir's, this time it's Nahir's sword crossed with the pen or the paintbrush that Madison has. And so it's the two of those that kind of project onto the ceiling of the student lounge.
Nice. Perfect. And B smiles brightly, and how about I give you this as an answer? And she reaches into her pocket and pulls out a small box and puts it down on the table and presses a button, and then a holographic bee appears. Not bee the person, like bee the insect. And then more and more and more, and then the holographic bee swarm turns itself into a sword and then a second sword, and the holograms point to each of you.
Was that yes?
1 second. And she like fiddles with the box a little, and then the bees turn into a yes.
I don't know why I was so nervous. I was really nervous, but I feel like this big weight's off my chest. I'm so excited. And that's such a cool gadget you got there.
Oh, thank you. You know, you gotta do something with what we're learning here, right?
I love it. Wonderful. Perfect.
Perfect. I'd like to do one last quick montage scenes. What is everyone doing to accessorize or customize your sword for the prom?
Ooh, a sword. Oh yeah, it's the one Pixel gave me. It was a phone.
Yeah.
Ah,
The jitterbug, that
yes, I totally
the
forgot
little
about.
flip phone sword.
I want to. I want to. I want to. What did they do? I want to get one of those little chainy things. You know, where you would put on the little thingy and then put on the end.
Yep.
And I want it to be like a little, like get a little robot one and a little like I'm trying to think what psychologists are fucking known for. Like a notebook, maybe like notebook one because they take notes, and then like a little heart one, and it's like painted black, and I'll put that one on the little thing.
It's adorable.
I'll make my wallpaper on the phone Pixel.
Aww.
It's like a picture that was obviously a group picture that I zoomed in because I was like, I don't have a picture of Pixel.
Classic.
Because I don't think Princess would be creepy enough to take a picture so much. So she's like, I really have to work with what I got here.
Pixel doesn't have a phone. Why would she have photos?
True. She's like, I don't have any. I think she probably got the picture from some sort of social media. They probably, and in every picture, there's definitely a picture of Princess just like looking like she does not want to be in this picture. Like,
Good. What about the rest of y'all?
What's Princess's favorite color?
Ooh, good question. What color would she like? Probably pink.
All right, so because it's a little like almost lightsaber digital sword, I'm gonna change the color of it. It's gonna be pink.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Ooh, can mine be black?
I can absolutely make that going.
How funny would that be? I'm Princess in the interaction being like Princess being like, "Hey, can you change the sword to be black for no reason? I just like the color black now."
You know, knowing Pixel, honestly, you have a 50-50 of Pixel just being like, sure. Legitimately.
Wait, roll to see. We should roll to see. The Pixel's just like, yeah, okay. It doesn't ask any questions.
I'm down to roll. What is this?
Hey, DM, can we do this as a shtick, please? I beg.
I feel like this is up to Pixel. Probably if you say it's 50-50, I'd say even odds.
Alrighty, I'll roll just one die then, even odds. Yeah, Pixel just like sure. Does not think about it. It's just like, all right. Like I think you might catch Pixel while they're already working on something, so it's just like, oh sure, yeah, and just like fixes like hits 3 buttons and like it lights up and glows for a second. It's like, all right, got it. It was like back to working on something else.
Princess is like this. Yes. She didn't even see. She didn't even notice. Hell yeah, I'm so sneaky. I'm the sneakiest.
Love this.
Beautiful.
Oh, can I call Nahir and Madison and ask if we're all going together? I think she'll call Nahir and just be like, "Hey, hey Nahir," gets her flip phone. "Hey Nahir, what's up?" Tries not to put on the sword settings. No sword settings. No, stop.
What are you talking about?
Hey, no, sorry. I was just making sure that my phone didn't become a sword. Hey,
you have a phone? How long? I thought. Anyways, that's great for you. I'm so glad you got a phone.
Yeah, Pixel made it for me.
Oh, that's real sweet.
It was very. Let's not ask any. Okay, we're going to prom together. That's the thing. Which brings me to who you're going to prom with. Are you just going with Madison? Everyone saw the whole Enterprise because who couldn't see it? It definitely didn't completely worry people about the expectations of the next person had to go after you or anything like that. But anyways, Are you going with B or Madison or both or?
I'm going with both of them. You know what? I didn't think I'd have any date, and now I've got two, and I'm just they're both so lovely, and yes, I want to go with y'all in a group.
Well, in terms of like you, I would assume that statistically, you probably had a very good chance just because the people that you spend time with, they all technically are attracted to, your identity and their sexualities are very fluid and you all are in close proximity to each other. The chances that you would end up going on a prom date with someone is actually very high.
Oh, princess, that's right back at you. But that's so sweet.
I love Princess saying some bullshit like about psychology and here being like, how absolutely it's kind of you.
Thank you.
Do you want to go to like dinner before or after and like travel together? I think Pixel has an idea about a carriage, but she wanted me to ask if you were like wanting to go with all of us, or if you wanted to make it just like a U3 thing, like whatever. I'm down.
If you got a carriage for 5 people, I am pro carriage. Let's make an entrance.
All right. I mean, that's genuinely the exact thing I said to Pixel. So look at us. Yeah. Same mind. Okay, really good talk. Tell Madison I say hi. Or don't. It's your life. Okay, bye.
Okay, bye. Okay. Cool.
I love it. I can do a flip. I can do the thing where I flip my phone off. I'm sure Princess loves that. She's just like, I can passive aggressively close my phone. I love this place. I love this phone. She texts Pixel afterwards. I love being able to shut my phone after I'm done talking. It brings great joy.
Somehow I had a feeling.
Beautiful. Now we're going to cut over to Nahir. What are you doing to prep your sword for prom?
Nahir ends up going over to the campus forge where some of the pyromancers do a lot of their work and will commission a really dope body chain to wear. So think those like body chain necklaces with the gold where it has like the straps that come over the front and then down the front and then kind of around. She commissions kind of a sturdier one for their body. Something that they can kind of Wonder Woman style have their sword clipped behind them so that the spindles from their blade end up looking like a crown behind their head. But the kind of body chain has on it these like metal flowers and metal bumblebees on it as well.
Beautiful. And Madison, what are you doing to prepare your sword for prom?
Making it look like an actual sword versus the brush.
Okay, that's fun.
It looks a lot like a thin blade with I guess like the handle is kind of wrapped in yellow and black like stripes, V stripes. And I don't know what else.
Are you doing anything with the crystal that Nahir gave you?
Yes, that's in the middle, like on the hilt of it.
Nice. Beautiful. All right. Then with that, I am going to cut us over to prom night, unless there's anything anyone else wants to establish before we get there.
Can I check in with the person who asked me and how they're doing? Can I just say like, hey, how's it going? You all right?
They were doing fine. They proposed before you even proposed to Pixel.
So that's true. Just checking in if they're gonna.
Yeah, you can check in on her.
Hey, it's me, Princess.
Yeah. And so you get an answer from Sharifa, and Z just, you can hear their smile through the phone. Oh hey, didn't expect to hear from you again. I didn't think you had a phone.
That's a really long story. I just want to say I could tell by the way you were very obvious looking between me and Pixel that you were like kind of rooting for us, and I would like to say thank you. That was very kind.
Oh yeah, I mean, it was kind of obvious to everyone. It felt like maybe.
Okay, well, all right, let's not say all that. But anyways,
I mean, it's kind of my job to know what's happening on campus and with people and like solve problems. That is kind of what I do.
Ooh, you should look into psychology or therapy or something. I don't know.
That sounds exactly like what a psychology major would say.
Yeah, that's fair. Okay. Well, good talking to you. Just want to thank you, and also thanks for being really cool about being told no. Some people respond really aggressively, and you showed that you were not one of those people. So I really appreciate it.
Hey, it worked out for everyone in the end, right?
Right. All right. Bye bye.
So, okay.
Close the thing again.
There's 2 seconds later, you get called.
Hello?
Hello. Did you have fun with that?
Did I have fun with the bit of what?
Closing your phone.
Yes, very much.
I was just wondering if you have a way to get the prom set up.
Yeah, I do actually. It's something of Pixel's invention, so it probably will be robot related for sure.
Oh, all right. Well then, mind if I tag along?
Yeah, sure. I'll ask Pixel. Oh, I should probably ask if Pixel's cool with it first because it is their ride. But who's your date again? I totally forgot.
Sharifa.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah. I can ask Pixel. I'm sure that they'll be cool about it. Do you not have a ride yet?
Oh, I mean, I can arrange one, but just figured if you already had one since we were already talking, just go with the least path of least resistance, right?
Plus it's a big party. It's a big group. Big groups, it's more likely that someone will break your heart on the night of if there's a bunch of people. Not that I'm worried about that. That's not what I'd be worried about. Anyways, yep, all right. I'll go to ask Pistol. I'll text you about it later. Wait, does this phone have text capabilities? I guess we will find out.
It does.
I will then figure out this texting capabilities and then text Pixel like, hey, is it cool if Sherry comes with us also with their date? Not, you also know the date, I think. It's who and who? It's
Sharifa, I don't think we saw who Z asked out last time.
Okay, so Sharifa is coming. Sharifa will come. Can Sharifa come also with Z's date? Don't know who the date is. Probably someone cool. Question mark. I think
What's
the
the total number for the carriage? I think is what I text back.
1, 2,
8, 7.
7.
Anyone else coming?
Not unless you want to invite more people.
I think I'm good. I think Pixel's like quietly just like just immediately switches to like welding gear.
Beautiful.
Just like,
and on that, we're going to cut to the prom night itself. So, the prom is taking place at the school's stadium. The school has one stadium for all its sports because it is set up to be modifiable for whatever sport is being played. Outdoor, indoor, underwater, in the sky, magical, non-magical, explosive, non-explosive, whatever. They've got it set up to have all sorts of sports. But year-round, the combination of architecture students, set design students from the theater, of course, and just anyone else who is interested in signing on, work on preparing the stadium for prom. And so, the night before prom, the unveiling happens. Actually, I'm going to say the unveiling happens once everyone arrives at prom. So right now, the stadium itself is set into its very standard form for like an indoor football game, where just big dome, pretty standard field, no bleachers. It's just a very open, empty ballroom. But people are still expected to arrive before the unveiling. So we see different people arriving in different ways. Some folks arrive on like straight up just horses or other magical creatures. Some people arrive in regular cars and old cars. You got the people who love renting out some old Beetles and the like and just showing up. There are folks who are just showing up on foot, but with a lot of bright colored LEDs and sparkles that they leave behind them. There are a few students who teleport in and make a whole show of it. There's one or two who specifically ask for the roof to be opened a little so that they can skydive in. Everyone is going a little bit extra. what does it look like as y'all's carriage arrives? I think Pixel, since you're the one working on this, why don't you take point and then I'll have everyone else add the detail to it from there.
Wonderful. So I think question: how rough estimate? How many robots would I be able to pull from the robotic students?
Anywhere between 1 and like 5 dozen.
All right, I think I get a solid 3 dozen robots.
I think like 2 or 3 are gonna be really big, like the T-Rex, and then like 1 or 2 others. Most of them are gonna be like anywhere from dress size to like small hand size. Up to you. Play with that as you will.
I think then this is a two-part ride. It starts with like parachuting down as like pterodactyl robots, like carry us in to view, and then it gains wheels, and that's when we get pulled by the rest of the robots in. Needless.
Beautiful. All right. What details is everyone else adding to this cap? It could be everything your character added, or just like an extra thing one of the robots is doing, or something.
I think that it's really, how many you think sitting in terms of sitting position? I think there's like a sitting position in which there's like a circle. And so we're all sitting with our predates, but it's kind of weird because it's a part where I'm looking at across the thing. So like the way that the circle goes, everyone has to look at other people and it's very bananas. We're all facing each other like, hey, how's it going?
You're sitting next to your dates, you're facing random people.
Yeah, exactly. And we didn't plan it incredibly well. And so I'm just facing like B, who I barely fucking know. I'm just like, hey, how's it going? We can't make small talk. I'm just like, because the problem is we can talk to the people next to us, but we can't really talk to the people across. But you are looking at them, so you want to talk to them.
Yeah.
It's so loud with all the machines. We're just like shouting, like, B, it's good to see. It's good to. Hi.
Yeah, it's good to be here.
Be here. Get it? Because your name.
Yes, I'm aware. I'm the buzz of the party.
I turn to because I go, they're very cool. I like the vibes.
Perfect. All right.
I think shortly before we were going to head out, Nahir kind of tried to steal a few moments with Pixel to see if they could retrofit some of the bots who were coming to pull the carriage with some more of those special crystals that Nahir likes to make. See if any of the robots would be down to have like a temporary addition to their chassis.
I completely am just like, yeah, would you? And I just sort of go to a couple of them like, does that one, would you? And just like, the organization of it is terrible. I think I'm just bouncing back and forth without any rhyme or reason. And just like, speak up if you want one.
I think over the course, we're able to find 8 of these 3 dozen robots who have a retrofitted crystal on them. And so what happens is when the carriage comes to a stop, those 8 robots, there's 4 on either side, kind of creating this walkway that we're going to go down. Nahir activates those crystals by channeling a little bit of heat into them, and it ends up projecting a light show up into the sky and all around us, so that anyone who wasn't looking at our entrance is now looking at our entrance. And then the final 2 robots end up kind of looking at each other, and it creates this beam of light where constellations that make up the name of each couple as they walk down the show kind of happen. I'm thinking of those, like, remember those t-shirts people would make for prom? This is the equivalent of that.
Beautiful. Awful beautiful. I love it.
Gosh, we're the worst. This is the worst group of like 8 people. It would never.
It still got a chance to get worse.
Why would you say that?
Nick's got to step away for a second, so I'm gonna say what B has added real quick. B obviously added more holograms to the outside. And so as it's going, there are just holographic projections of y'all's outfits, and y'all just striking different poses in them above the carriage.
I just realized, what's B's major?
Great question.
Thank
You'll
you.
have to ask me for an answer.
Okay, hey B, what's your I think the holographs are really cool. What's your major? What's your major? Major, like not minor, like major. Like what is it?
V just smiles and shrugs. You know, no one's really required me to sign up for one yet, so
I whisper to Pixel, like, I don't know what this is. I understand why Madison thinks she's so cool. Like the vibes are immaculate. Just like not even, how do you not even apply? They ask you in the beginning of the semester what your major is. How do you just not get one?
Perfect. Nikki, what is a thing that either Madison has added or just a detail you want to add to this float, this prom entrance y'all are making?
Okay, Madison worked really hard on coming up with I guess she wanted to add to the holograms too,
Cool.
but she got nervous getting ready. So she like completely messed up the spell. So there's instead of the fancy thing she wanted, there's like a bunch of fireworks. Like she's accidentally set them off. A lot of them.
So as this like massive mess that y'all have created is arriving, there's just fireworks blowing up in every direction, basically.
Yes.
Okay, great. See, I told you, there's still effort to get worse. And finally,
Hey, checking in. Why do you keep saying things can get worse? Hey, just quick check in. Why do you keep saying that?
I don't know what you're talking about. And
Right.
It's not worse. It's just extra.
yeah. Speaking of
She's
extra,
mortified too. Like she's decided, like, oh my, what did I do?
Speaking of extra, Sharifa has called in a favor from one of her Jinn friends to sit above the sit like half in, half out of your moving cacophony and play music. So there's just a Jinn just sitting there playing a flute as y'all arrive, both inside and outside. Specifically, they're playing a ney, if you're familiar with what that is, which is the long Arabian or Persian flute. And so there's just the Jinn just sitting there playing along on that as the carriage arrives. It's also spawned 2 extra hands to play oud at the same time, which is the guitar lute-like instrument. And so just this Jinn is playing both at once as y'all arrive, and that's the entrance you make. Naturally, people definitely look.
Who's getting out first?
Princess will go first.
Okay, then I can't go. Okay, I'm going with you then.
I'm gonna serve. Oh, do you want to go last? I was just gonna go so I could survey and then like come back and then tell you all the vibes.
Yeah, but I feel like if you just go out there by yourself, everyone's gonna be like a little weirded out.
They're gonna be like, she went by herself, which will be even funny because then it'll throw them all off because then you'll be there.
I trust you then. I trust you implicitly.
Yeah. I'm going to ambush them with you. Hold on, I'm gonna go. Princess will go first because she wants to give she wants to set the expectations low, like, oh, Princess went by herself, so sad for her, and then bam, she shows her amazing date, Pixel, ba 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 ba, and her 7 friends, all coming out of the same carriage. What could possibly go wrong? Nothing could possibly go. Should I give it like a description of me coming?
Yeah, I want to read a full description of what, now that we're seeing your full prom outfit. As everyone's supplying the carriage, I want your full prom attire and look.
Okay. Princess is wearing very similar vibes to like this, like has like black smoky eye that's go real far out, has like pink on the inner corner, wearing like a black suit, like black button up bottom, where like a suit tucks like up, like a tuxedo, but like the top, like the jacket part is like has bright pink lapels, and then like the shirt underneath is black, and it's all unbuttoned. So then it's not like a tie or like a whatever, because she's trying to do more pixel vibes, which she was like going for, and like this kind of choker, but the heart, and then it's like a little heart neck locket looking thing in the middle, but the locket probably has some sort of tech that she like stole from somebody. She just like probably stole it and was like, oh, that's cool. Puts it in. Hopefully it won't kill her. And probably just normal like tuxedo pants and like pink heels. But she now is wearing the heels and like, this was a bad choice. I hate uncomfortable clothing. So she's gonna be one of those bitches who takes off her shoes for sure. And she probably has like her hair pulled back. I'm assuming Pixel and Princess is the type who always had her hair like very long and in her face all the time, very much like a literal mask. I don't know if you all know, like, you know when you have long hair and like sometimes it like fall in front of you and it's like a fucking curtain in front of you. Sometimes when you're like leaning forward, like when she's taking notes, she's probably leaning forward and there's like a curtain between her and everyone else. But her hair is like pulled back in a really high pony. And so probably the first time a lot of people have actually just seen her full face. Yeah, she comes in, she walks down, stumbles a little bit because she forgets how to wear heels, and then like looks around and it's like waves at people. What's the vibes? Can I roll for vibe checks? What would be the stat with vibe
What
checks?
are you trying to get?
I'm trying to figure out like the energy. Like, you know, when you go into some parties or like when you go to a dances, even in high school, I remember I would like look around to see if like the energy is already there and everyone's already dancing and mingling.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool.
This is like the event. Like a lot of people come here like non-romantically, but like there's because like just some of the people who skydived in, some of the people who showed up with like wacky inventions are just doing it to show up and have a fun time at like a huge school gathering, right? It is the time to show off, to be extra, to indulge in everything that this university is about, whether that be wacky inventions, queerness, or both. And so everyone who is at this university is already here for the vibe, and everyone, and like it is also a very accommodating event for like all sorts of things. Like in the construction of the ballroom every year, there's a section that's designated and built completely soundproofed. There's sections that are built like completely just quiet zones, lights off, so people can just go in and like stay in a dark room for a few minutes. Like wheelchair accessibility and all other forms of like physical accessibility are accounted for in the design. So like this is an event designed even for folks who don't necessarily like this type of event to have a place to fit in.
Wonderful.
Yeah. So that note, who is next?
Can I round back and go tell them how the vibes are? Like, oh, it's already bouncing. Everyone's having a good time. It doesn't seem like everyone's a romantic thing. This is like the layout. These are the people. I should probably rattles off all the people who are already there, things like that. And then she'll go back to Pixar and be like, I think that they have, like think that I'm by myself.
But we could give them even more anticipation.
Ooh, I love it. You could come in fashionably late, like an hour. That'd be kind of fun.
No. It's just like we'll be the last one out now. So they think, oh, maybe you just changed your mind. And then it's like,
I love that so much. I'm so for it. I get back in the thing and go, all right, squad. We gave you the ride, so you all go first.
Okay, so Madison, usually she's like, in stuff that's either too big or too small. Kind of, her hair is always back in a bun, and she's not outgoing. She's got like a cloak on over her dress and over her hair because her hair is down, and she's got made up, and she takes a cloak, like she starts to take it off and gets shy, but under she's got like a cream colored gown with flowers on it. But she's holding on to this cloak for dear life.
Madison, you can do it.
She'll like hesitate again and then like throw it off.
Yeah, you're gonna be amazing. Go, work that crazy runway we made.
When she's walking, can she like I want her something else magic to mess up for her.
Okay, I think like as you're getting out, one of the firework holograms goes up, and like down and explode like right in front of Madison. It's
She's
a
gonna
hologram. It
jump,
doesn't do anything. Just
breaking in the air.
decides to be loud and bright.
Sorry. Yeah, like that noise.
Speaking
She's
of
gonna-
loud.
Yeah. That was on purpose. But it was that noise too.
Yes. Beautiful. All right. Here.
Nahir is right kind of next to Madison on her kind of, let's say, left side. And I imagine B is also kind of right there, but on Madison's right side. And so Nahir is wearing a very form-fitting purple dress, but it's covered in cream flowers. So kind of pulling from kind of the color palette of Madison's dress, but also a color that Nahir doesn't wear too often and feels very beautiful in. And of course, contrasting against that purple and white dress is that golden body chain and the bright sword kind of behind their head. And she is absolutely working it. This dress is like slit up to the hip and it has no sleeves. So you can also just see like how absolutely just jacked they are from head to toe.
You get two reactions. One, like the sports teams cheer you the hell on. Two, their dates and or people who wanted to date them just kind of swoon a little.
I think Nahir like is like winking and like doing the head nod respect to all the jocks, and then he's like blushing and like going like, oh no, to all of the people who are swooning.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry, Madison. I'm here with you and B. I don't know what that is.
Speaking of B, there is just a low droning as the holographic versions of you all turn into a swarm of bees that like descends onto the exit of your platform, and B steps forward and no one on the outside can see them yet, and the bees around her start swirling and swirling and swirling, and like they form a cocoon for a second, and then it explodes and just becomes like a bunch of holographic sparkles everywhere. And there is B, arm thrown around each of you, dressed in, I think like B actually has a really straightforward outfit to contrast like how extra everything about her and her entrance is. Just like a simple like one-piece dress, one color, go with purple but with like slight black highlights points. And she's just there grinning at everyone. Very simple makeup, just like very natural look. Long hair slicked back and thrown over her shoulder, but then like wrapped around her body a little. The dress itself is strapless, and she's using her hair to hold it up in place.
I love that.
And that's B.
I'd like to gossip in the back of the pixel. Did you see when the hair came out? Everyone was swooning and they looked so uncomfortable. That was really funny.
Yeah. What do you think they're gonna react like when they see you?
Oh, were you? They already saw me earlier.
Yeah, but then they'll see you like all confident and like.
No, they'll see you and they're gonna pass out, and they're gonna know when you come out of this one. They'll know that you did this whole thing. Because who else would do it? Not me. Not Madison. Not the hair. You are the brains of the operation.
I think Pixel like just makes a face and like clearly flustered by this much compliments that they can actually perceive as compliments for once. They're just like just completely just start going like They're good. They just need a minute to get used to understanding they're being complimented.
Yep. Perfect. In the meantime, while Pixel processes that, let me go.
Can this count as enticing? Can I roll for it? I'm enticing Pixel before our prom date. I'm trying to get statistically better chances of not getting dumped.
Oh, let's see.
We were
So
talking
what are
about
you specifically
outfits.
trying to entice Pixel into?
Because I'm appealing to someone's physical and emotional. I'm just trying to make Pixel feel like confident and hyped up. I'm trying to like, you got this. You are awesome.
To me, that sounds actually like a support.
Aw, yay, okay. I don't have good those either, so we'll see how that goes.
That is either heart or spirit.
Okay. Do. That is a ba. Where's my spirit and my heart? I think it's a 0. Both. Yep, both zeros. Love to see it.
What did you
So
get?
just a 6.
That's it. I'll ask.
No support for you, babe.
No support. Fortunately, your
I think
words.
that tracks honestly with how
Yeah.
overwhelmed they are with like being praised.
It just goes from support into like too much.
I don't think Pixel is upset. Pixel is just like, this is all still really new.
Yeah, it is also. I didn't know earlier in the hair. Or Charisse, I don't remember which one asked me, but they were like, "Oh, what are you two?" And I was like, which we should discuss like later, not right now, obviously, because that's a lot. We could like talk about it later if you want or not. It's cool.
Perfect. To get the
Pixel
other
just
NPCs
nods.
real quick to get them out of the way. Sharifa steps out. She is dressed in a suit, and she's got like the blazer open, shirt underneath, but like low cut V-neck shirt. And he's also got like long pants that end into heels. And his date for this is grab my names real quick. His date for this is Adam Ali, who they are wearing a they're normally they intern at the local town hall, and so they're normally dressed like very professional and business formal. So to contrast that, they've come showing up very messy. They have no suit. They have a shirt that is like it's wrinkled, but like purposely looks wrinkled. Like you can tell it's done to look wrinkled as a joke, and got like a coffee stain at a couple points, as well as some like paint stains thrown over it. But the one part of their look that makes everyone know they actually put effort into this is that normally he looks very tired and sleep deprived all the time, and today they actually look awake. And the two of them step out together of this float, and that leaves y'all.
Alrighty.
Pixel, you gotta do your description of what you're wearing.
I know. Pixel's just like I think
Ready?
Pixel takes a second.
I
And,
will
like-
sit there and I'll hold your hand and go like deep breath.
I think like the little digital pet also is like there, and like I think at this point it's like really small, almost like just like dancing on one of the little LED lights, and just like also supporting like, all right, we got this, and that's when Pixel like gets out, and I think similar to what I'm wearing of like very probably slightly past the knee length dress. And then like blazer as well. I think they've both been like meticulously customized to have like different lights going on and off, with like Pixel favorite, like Pixel and Princess's favorite colors, and like this like very pair of gloves that also just emanate little bits of light as well, just as they like if they end up doing any magic, it'll sort of look extra flashy. And yeah, I think just all of their clothes are just decked out with extra lights, and they're just like, hi.
You're literally glowing.
That was by design.
I love it. You look awesome.
You look awesome.
You get like there's just a mix of general like applause and enjoyment, and then you cut over to the robotics section, which is dead silent because they're just all in awe.
I like Pixel like waves and like also thank you all so much for letting me like hang out with your robots. It's really cool.
All of them give you a look like we didn't really have a choice in the matter.
I also like I think Pixel turns like starts trying to like thank every individual robot and before like thinking better of it like we'll hang out later.
They appreciate it, but like at one point the T-Rex starts nudging you to get going. Like, it's kind, but go, enjoy the night.
And yeah, I
At
think
this
Pixel's
point,
ready.
Ultimately takes their like they have a like just a large flask of coffee. They take a sip from it and then spill it on the ground, and it rolls out into just a beautiful carpet that like is functionally your red carpet into the prom.
It's so over the top, so ostentatious.
Yes.
Love it. So, what do we do at one of these?
I don't know. So according to 17 magazine, we make an entrance, we go in, we mingle with everyone. We like talk to people, say hi to our friends, and then we go straight to the dancing. The outside area is probably better because the closer you get into the center is when they get wild in the dancing.
Are we going to be wild? Are we planning on getting wild?
I think we should go wild towards the end of the night. There is drinking, right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Because I was like, we're grown-ups. Hopefully there's drinking. So I think we should get wild towards the end of the night. I think right now our outfits are too cute, and also I don't feel like I have the ability to be wild in these shoes.
Nihir, do you have a spreadsheet breaking down like what you think we should do?
You know what? Okay. So I told myself I wasn't gonna break up my spreadsheet. But you did ask. So
we did ask.
Okay, so here we go. A lot of what you said about
Are you pulling a laptop? How did you hide that in your outfit? Where did you get that?
Nihir like pulls, like does the thing where like you reach in to your shirt and then you pull out like the largest cell phone you've ever seen.
Where did you? I started like trying to look at your outfit, like how did it get out there?
It gets lost in all the muscles. All right, so here's the plan. And you can see that actually a huge chunk of this spreadsheet is devoted to a task called Eat One of Everything. And it's got spaces for you to log each of the different like hors d'oeuvres on the table. So it seems like Nahir's plan for the night was predominantly to try every single piece of food that is available at the prom. And then there's a very small section at the bottom for dance, ? That they're now feverishly updating to say go wild at the end.
I love that so much.
I mean, the night is long. I think we have time to get to all of these.
Is Tamaki at this dance?
Oh yeah, part of the robotics club group.
Does it look like they have a date?
Yeah. They asked someone out last time.
Madison, what's on your itinerary?
Considering I haven't gone to any of these before, I probably am trying to make like a beeline towards where the food is.
All right, so food stops first then.
Yeah, just like
food first.
Stuff in my face.
Later. We'll go. Let's all go to the food. We all do that thing. Wow, we do the thing where you go straight for the food to see if it's good. Wow, Perfect. Amazing. Even though we have full on dates, we're like, gonna go to food.
Oh yeah. So there's shout of y'all going to the food, and then more people start arriving as the like end of the like arrival window starts to come to appear, and so like you get some folks who have turned their prom suits and dresses into jetpacks, who fly in like their actual suit itself is the jetpack. There's a couple who has made like a floating hovering pad that they're just like using to get around everywhere. And Then eventually, some of the chaperones who are also late arrive. Actually, most of the chaperones were on time. There's really only one chaperone who was late. You already know who it is. It's the chaperone for your club. As he and his wife arrive um, in extravagant fashion. He is playing the bass all the way in and surfing a wave of sonic sound that is working as a like movable both transport and a rolling red carpet that rolls in front and behind them. As he's just like playing this, and his wife is just rolling her eyes at him the entire time. Um,
As he
and
approaches, can I be like almost I'd be like, hey, remember how you said that like you'd find replacements and then right before it was time to propose, we literally had to save the day. You're not gonna pull that again, right? You did get replacements for us, right?
hey, there were replacements. There just happened to be more crises than I had replacements.
Okay.
And no, the city is entirely covered with night. The only place in the entire city that you have to care about is this building. Have fun. It'll be great.
But what if something happens here?
Yeah, I was about to say that.
What could possibly happen here?
Oh, with a bunch of science people. Oh God, I wonder what. I wonder
Exactly.
what.
I mean, last time you said it was
Don't
covered.
wonder about it. Just go.
Last time it was covered, we had to still talk down something.
Yeah, Pixel had to literally help two different monsters / robot things.
Yeah.
Well, then looks like everything worked out. I don't see
My fireworks blew up in front of my face when I walked in.
And also, your powers seem pretty powerful with the sonic waves. Why can't you deal with any of this?
I deal with things all the time. I just so happen to not have time to deal with things at certain times.
I'd like to look past and look at his wife, and I'd like to.
He's just shaking your head.
Okay, great.
Yeah, I'm looking at your attendance sheet, and it's a good thing you showed up here because I was about to overtake you, which I do think makes me the professor. But we're still like neck and neck right now. But you have some work to do.
Listen. I'm sure if any fights come up, the four of you will band together. Get it? Because, and it'll be fine. I don't know what you're basing your data off of, but I'm sure this evening will end on a high note. And he just walks off.
His wife, she must be incredibly patient, right?
He must be at least a god or an angel or something, because otherwise, his music is like kind of good-ish, a little, but like.
What if he's just not trying around us? What if it's
looks over her shoulder? No, we're just both gay, and he just walks away.
Useless gay rap that I love.
Yep. If it is not clear, he is a he/him lesbian.
We love to see it. We love to see it.
Useless and gay.
Yes.
Useless and gay. We love
also,
it.
for the record, none of you know what he's a professor of.
Yeah, no, that tracks. That fully tracks.
Yep. And here does have a separate spreadsheet that just says Sadiq and then question marks, and it's all of the different departments at the school.
He's taught classes in all of them.
With evidence for and against, and unsure.
He has taught classes in all of them. You do, however, know, because he's made sure you know the name of every single song of his band. That is important information.
I like to think that when he did a class for psychology, Princess fully booed the entire lecture. Like, just did not want him there. Like, why are you following me?
Is it extra credit if we buy the music?
Oh my God, he makes us buy the CDs. That's his textbooks.
I was about to say, to be fair, is it worse than any other professor being like, "Hey, buy my book"?
It's you to buy the CDs, but the thing is that his band doesn't actually sell their CDs. You can only acquire his band CDs through pirating them, and it is a venture to try to pirate them. And he makes you figure out how to do it for extra credit.
Is he a scoundrel? He's a scoundrel playbook. He's just
he 100% would be.
But I don't think he would actually love the piracy. Like Pixel does that for fun. Pixel like yes.
Pixel doesn't respect it. You watch the piracy commercials and you're like, LOL.
Yeah, probably having to like pirate the CDs is the only time Nahir's like cheated on an assignment. It's like, Pixel, please help me out. I can't figure this out. I don't know how any of it works.
I want to go over to Pixel and be like, never go on Reddit like the subreddit about witches. It's a lot of 12-year-old girls doing really questionable things to try to get the attention of celebrities.
Why were you on? Did you? I saw a post that had a little bit of you energy on there.
No.
That?
That's weird. I don't know what you're talking about. Just completely avoiding eye
like
contact.
I just like pull out the like because I saved it and like show you like the screenshot of like this you.
No, I don't think it is actually. I feel like it's probably someone that's similar to me. You know, a lot of psych majors have similar vibes. You know, we all kind of have one brain cell. I point to the psychology majors who are all standing in the corner, just really staring at everybody else, judging them, but not dancing. You know, those people who are like, oh my God, can you believe they're dancing? Like those people, like, see, we're all very similar. You can tell, you can always point us out in a crowd.
It's okay if it was you. I think that's really sweet, actually.
It was me.
And I think Pixel like beams like you really like me a lot, and that's really cool.
Yeah, what's not to like? I'm just afraid that you'll realize that I kind of am not cool like you are, and you will dump me after this. Like, it's really cool that you're doing like a pity date for me, but like you're gonna like wake up and realize that maybe this is a mistake. And so I'm just trying to really stack the deck in my favor, you know. And the only way I learned how to do that in school is research. So here we are.
I think Pixel's like goes on a journey. I think through every like whiplash of that sentence. Just like living and dying with everything of like, well, sweet, very concerning. What? It's like, no, I just want to be here with you. I just like you.
I like you too. No. Can I try to figure out Pixel?
I think actually right now, for the sake, I'm going to cut us the other two real quick. Nahir or for free agents, I think. Nahir, Madison, B. What are y'all three up to at this point?
Madison, which one's your favorite? I think I like. I think these are supposed to be empanadas, but then they're stuffed with curry vegetables. They're so good.
You can have mine. I didn't eat. I took a bite and didn't eat it.
I mean, they're real spicy. I'll take yours. B, what's your favorite so far?
B has acquired, not sure where, but somehow has acquired a spoonful of honey and is just like slowly just eating a spoonful of honey.
Is there like a honey bowl somewhere? Nope. Kind of like a punch bowl, but nope. For honey?
Nope.
Cool.
Is there a punch bowl? I'll take some punch.
B just like reaches behind her back, pulls out a cup of punch.
Madison takes it because I think she had a bite of something on a cracker. It wasn't that good. So she needs to wash it up.
All right, so I think by this point in time, I've had everything, and I want to say my favorite. I do like the empanadas. Ooh! I think you'll like this one. It's and Nahir will turn around for a second, grab and put like 4 little things on her plate. This is a mini quiche. It's fancy because it's a word that's hard to say, and it's got rosemary and pine nuts on top. It's real lovely. I think you'll like it.
And B will grab one and just smile to the two of you. My second favorite type of pining, and we'll take a bite of the pine nuts.
Nahir turns like bright red. What's your first favorite kind?
Not gonna dignify that with an answer.
Are you sure? It could be fun.
Yay, pining.
Madison, what do you think about that? I'm pro.
That is turns red. It like just sips for fun.
Why don't we take ourselves to the dance floor? Start on the outside. Don't get wild yet. Just kind of feel out the beat.
As y'all prepare to move, at this point, the lights turn off. And you all know that this means it's time for them to unveil this year's prom venue. And then there's sort of an air of anticipation that starts building up. And it builds up, and everyone, like, some people start like patting their legs and like a drum roll. Some people are like, ooh, you hear the sound of people like rubbing their hands, or like some people like kissing partners while it's dark. All sorts of like anticipation building. And then there's a moment of silence, and everyone expects something to happen. And nothing happens. And it just kind of lingers in the dark. And then, over the speakers, there is laughter and hooting. And you all immediately know that chanting, because it's the chanting that is insufferable and you hear all the time. It is the sound of the mob from your rival school as they have hijacked your prom. And that is where we're going to take a break.
Oh no.
Oh, they've come to steal the mascot.
welcome back, everybody. We are here for the last hour and some change of our prom two shot. Now, last we left off, our group had finished prepping for prom, made a dramatically extra entrance in every way possible, and then started off a prom that was going perfectly fine, except for the part where it may or may not have been hijacked by students from the rival school. Uh, other than that, it's going great. So last we found out there was laughter and cheering over the intercom system of this stadium, which has been hijacked by students from the Fauda University of Roi. And the Fauda students are just cheering and hyping, and some of them are starting to like heckle through the comm, and you hear chants like, "Oh, looks like your science isn't so good now after all," and other stuff like that coming through the intercom. Uh, and as is natural, of course, when things come like this, some of them even step out from whatever intercom room they're working in and like show up onto the stadium. And the heckling starts escalating back and forth. And some of them even let loose, either challenging some people to duels or getting involved in letting inventions go wild across the field. And so now robots are clashing with robots. Um, we've got STEM students are engaging in sword duels. The chaperones are trying their best to keep it under control, but it seems the university has brought some of its faculty with them to occupy your faculty. What do y'all do?
And what kind of school is this? Because they're shitting on us for being science. So what kind of school is this? Is this like a jock school?
They're also a science school. They were built in rivalry to your university. Their name means University of Opinion. It's a very prestigious way of making fun of y'all's university.
I definitely am a part of the heckling. I'm like yelling back at them, being like, "Why don't you stand over, come in my face, you limp noodle?"
If you say that, one of them is immediately going to turn to you and just silently raise her sword, point at you, and like raise an eyebrow tauntingly.
I would like to be like, what should I do? Oh, okay. When someone approaches you to get something from you or threaten you, choose one. Gain a string on them or lose a string on you. Ask them a question, figure out a person, or one ongoing against them for the scene. Ooh, this person made the wrong mistake. Oh, you should not threaten me.
All right.
What do I want from them? I would like to ask them a question from Figures You Out. Ooh, there's a question I get to ask. Me as in tricksters.
Yeah.
During a physical conflict, which assumes like it, you additionally ask one of these questions on a 6+. Let me just ask a question from the random, the normal Figures Them Out. Where is that? Okay. What do you hope to get from heckling us and, ruin our prom?
Just having a fun evening, honestly.
You're just trying to fuck with us? Okay.
Just having a fun evening and school rivalry nonsense. Mostly for the fun.
Yeah, pulling out a sword, very fun, very good. These little stinkers. If you pull out a sword, yeah, I'll just be like,
you need me to hold anything?
Yeah, you wanna hold my phone? Oh wait, my phone's a sword. Never mind.
Yeah, no, that one's good. I can help if you need me to. I'm gonna probably try to talk down the robots. It's not fair they have to fight.
Okay, I'll just like start a little be like, you can try to fight me if you want, but I'm just a psychology nerd. I can't really fight really well. I can just tell you that you probably have mommy issues. Sorry. Oh, sorry. Was that a little too close to home? I'm so sorry. Should I say like dad issues, maybe uncle issues? Everyone has some sort of figure in their life that they obviously have issues with, and it's obvious you have a lot of them. But what gender they are, that's not what matters. It's how much they have traumatized you. Am I right? I'm just gonna like walk close to the sword, so it's like touching me. I'm like,
oh my gosh.
That's all I have. Sorry, I'm one of those nerds,
Why don't you go ahead and roll fight someone with daring?
I'm not daring. Everyone,
You walk
everyone.
voluntarily into a pointed sword.
Or maybe I am. I guess we'll find out in a second.
Oh, yes, we shall.
Not good at all. That's a 4.
Okay, cool. So here is what's going to happen. Why don't you go ahead and mark a condition for me?
Okay. What condition should I do?
Actually, no, you roll for it. You can go ahead and pick one from the stagger move for me. I will
Stagger?
describe what happens in a second to help you make a decision. But stagger, yeah, it's on the
Okay.
danger moves page at the bottom.
Ooh, found
choose
it. Yay.
Option based on how many conditions you have, which I believe you have 0 right now.
Yes.
So you'll choose from the bottom list. But what happens is you do this, and she just lowers her sword and starts laughing. Just laughing nonstop. And I'm sorry. I was gonna do a whole thing. I brought a glove to do like throwing down the gauntlet type duel challenging. You're just, you're not even. You're like the status psychology major ever. Like you're like every single psychology major stereotype put into one person. Not even worth it. Oh my god. Are you okay? Do you need a hug? Is that what you need? Because it sounds like you're psychoanalyzing everyone else, so avoid psychoanalyzing yourself.
Oh shit, that's not good because I realize I have been going really high on my feelings tracker, and that's not good. And also, one of the things is you lash out, provoke them to do something foolish or harmful, take advantage of a string on them. Okay, so I don't have a string on this person, but I think.
Yeah, this would be someone you'd have to provoke someone you have a string on, so one of your friends.
Oh, okay.
You can provoke. I was gonna come back to the scene after I heard some laughing, so you can lash out at me. I give you full permission.
Damn the consequences. Hold it. Tear off the mask. Scream and holding it. Oh wait, no, I can just yell at anyone. Yeah, I can just scream at somebody. I'm allowed to just scream. That's cool.
Yeah, well, it has to be someone whose regard matters to you specifically.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
I guess can I hesitate and stumble and give the opposition an opportunity? Yeah, I'll do that.
Yep.
And just gain more feelings.
Perfect.
Love to see it.
We will deal with that opportunity in a second. Let's go to what the other three are up to. Pixel, you said you were gonna go talk to the robots.
Yes.
Okay.
That is going to be my journey here.
Beautiful. Yeah, there's the robots. The robots that you brought that came with you seem to like not be interested in this and are trying their best to like avoid engaging with the other robots.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna try to find my get to like the AV get to some sort of like AV equipment so I can just get on the entire comms.
Okay. So are you going like to the AV control room, or are you just going to try to find any like speaker?
Any speaker that's good enough. I think
Cool.
Pixel might be able to hack into it from a random speaker. They feel strong enough on that.
Yeah. So you find like one of the speakers from which the laughter is coming out.
Yeah. Do I have to roll, or do I have to / what should I roll for this to like hack into it?
Tell me what your overall action is, and we will figure out the rule from there.
My plan is to like get control of the speakers and just over the entire thing be like, hey, to any robot out there who can hear this who's fighting, hi, I'm Pixel. I can hear you. You don't have to fight for anyone. You can just sort of do your own thing. There's some really cool robots hanging out by some carriages if you want to just like have some robot pals. And then just don't fight.
Cool. Do you have any specific moves that will help with this, or are we going on the generic moves?
I'm pretty sure I don't have anything.
Cool. Just
yep, nope, I don't.
Actually, yeah. So then let's go ahead and wrap this overall as a defy disaster with either wit or spirit, depending on how you're approaching this hacking.
I'm gonna go spirit because I also have my eerie companion that can give me a plus. That gives me a +1 on defy disaster.
Cool.
So yes. Yeah, let me roll that first to see how well this goes. And I think my eerie companion, like I have my own little like, sort of semi-robotic, semi-glitched pet thing that's like, hey, I promise I'm like good with this.
Yep. Yep.
They're vouching for me. Oh, that's a 10.
Perfect. Yeah. A lot of the robots who just don't want to be a part of this nonsense just realized that they could go to a side and like chill out. And so there is just we watch some of them go to the corner and the T-Rex starts showing them how like starts setting up a chessboard and like some of them start playing chess with the T-Rex robot. Um some of the hand bots begin an arm wrestling contest in the corner. It's still like somewhat competitive, but like it's fun. It's no longer like clashing, right? They're doing what they want to do.
By the way, if you want if you need any repairs or need me to like help fix you up, I can understand you. So at some point, just like find me after this. I don't care if you're from a different school. I just like robots.
Oh, perfect.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Does this count as someone whose perspective is different from that of my companions?
This who count?
The other school.
Yes, 100%.
Okay, can the Madison go on stage? She's going to try to. I don't know what she's trying to do. I just thought it would be fun.
I mean, I guess the question is, does Madison know what she's trying to do?
I think she's just trying to make everything better.
Perfect. Yeah, that's great.
But
just us in the background, like, wait, Madison, no, where you go, Madison?
She has AirPods in. No.
She's running up to the microphone, and I have to roll a 2d6. It says share a relevant story from your home culture, and I have to roll plus spirit. So
Okay.
this is funny.
This is why she has to go with an escort. I'm seeing now why she has to.
Yes. All right. Why don't you go ahead and roll that?
Okay, I don't like this roll. It was a 2 + 1, so it's a 3. So it failed. It doesn't say what to do, but failed.
Say it again, sorry.
I got 3.
Oh no. Okay. So why don't you give us the story that does not go across well? Or what do you think it's the story of?
She it was she talks about how she went to a ball and somebody uninvited came.
Uh-huh.
But it turned out to be somebody in a different outfit. It's just going on like, you ever see Golda like back in St. Ola? It's like one of those stories.
We're all just standing there like, this is gonna be relevant soon. This is gonna get relevant. It's gonna.
And she like ends it like it. And then they all had carnations.
I think
Love Madison.
I think the hecklers from the rival school do start booing and begin to throw like like one of them walks over to the food bar and starts like throwing random food up at the stage.
She's gonna run off this. Well,
yeah, no, that's perfect. Go ahead and mark the condition for me. All right, Nahir, what are you up to?
May I propose something? So Nahir is not going to stand for people from the rival school throwing food at their date. This is absolutely unacceptable. I think the moment the rival school showed up, Nahir's eyes have been locked on Madison because Madison is the object of their devotion and also her date tonight. So as Madison is kind of pushing her way up towards the stage to get to the microphone, Nahir is right there behind, sword in hand, ready to kind of be there if she's needed. And I would like to use a special move from the Devoted playbook called Fanatical Self-Sacrifice. So as one of the banana peel is flying towards Madison, Nahir will kind of jump in the way and take it so that mechanically Nahir takes on the condition instead of Madison.
Okay. So yeah, Madison, you don't have to mark the condition. Nahir, you can mark the condition based on how how Madison's being treated makes you feel.
I think frightened almost. Because in this moment, Mahir sees kind of like an angry mob, and they are doing something to inflict harm upon someone that she holds dear to them.
Perfect. We're gonna come back to Princess. Princess, last we left off, you left yourself open for an opportunity. This student from Felda, he just smiles at you, just like turns around, waves a hand behind her head, and starts walking away. And it takes you a couple seconds to realize she stole your flip phone.
Oh no, fuck that. Absolutely not. I'm gonna, oh no, oh, I hate that. Okay, time to run, Diddy, run.
Wish
But
I
like,
could booby
wait,
trap
no,
this.
usually I don't give a shit about phones or swords, but I need that.
Sounds like something to work out with your therapist. She keeps walking away.
I don't have a therapist. That's the whole point. Oh my gosh. I'm going to
I'm
do something-
aware, I can tell.
Oh man, I'm going to jump. Are they tall? Are they like average size?
No,
I think they are like just a centimeter taller than you.
that
Great.
tracks.
I'm going to take like a little bit back of like walking backwards. It looks like I'm like hurt, but actually I'm starting up for a sprint to jump on them.
Okay,
Oh no.
go
I'm
ahead.
very much doing that little kid thing where I grab onto them like I'm a backpack and try to pull them down.
Great.
Because you know when you grab people, have you ever tried that where you jump people from the front back and then pull them because they can't really support themselves as well? I definitely would recommend it. Everyone do that. That's if you want to win a fight, do that.
Well, let's see if it works for you. Go ahead and roll me and never fight your foes.
What is it? Do.
Plus daring or plus grace.
Great. I will. Okay, I got a 10.
Oh.
So that's exciting.
So on a 10 plus, choose 3, and your opponent chooses 1 to apply to you in response.
Okay. Choose 3.
From the
Okay.
fight list.
Flirt, unprovoke your engage.
opponent. Yeah.
Great. Take an object.
Take an object.
I'm gonna get my
Reasonable.
phone back. I'm like, this is my phone, you jerk.
Okay. Perfect.
Creep in for ally through powerless or distraction. No. Through violence. I will inflict a condition and I'll gain a strain on them.
Okay. Cool.
I'd be like,
So how are you gonna provoke them?
I'm gonna jump on their back and be like, no, you can tell I don't have a therapist because I don't know how to handle anger. And I then jump on their back and be like, you don't even know how to psychoanalyze correctly, you piece of shit. And I'm going to make them
So then they choose 1 to apply to you in response.
What do I get to pick their cat condition or do I just
No,
pick it?
they choose how they respond. People always choose the condition that they get because they can choose how they emotionally feel in response to the assault.
That's so funny. I'm not good at fighting.
Is there a condition for it? No.
And then as I'm like ticked off, like what the frick?
I think it's more like I think angry is kind of the right condition for them. It's not really like angry. It's more like that annoyed angry, like when you have like a fly buzzing around your head and you've been trying to swat it for an hour.
I did jump on their back. That's fair.
Yeah, it's that. But also create an opportunity for their allies is what they're gonna pick. So as this is happening, there's just a pause, and then the roof of the stadium starts opening up. And more students from Felda begin to join the fray, jumping in on like makeshift wings and jetpacks of their own as well. So what are you up to now that you've calmed the robots?
I immediately look back and see that Princess is going through it, and that's all I'm focused on.
Yeah. Beautiful.
I love the idea of you seeing the phone get taken away and you're like, oh no. And then you're like, why is Princess walking? Oh no, she's not walking away. Never. Oh, she's jumping. Okay.
No, it's just, yes, mounting fear of like, oh boy. Oh, I should go help clean this up.
When they're coming in, I'm just gonna be like, do you not have a problem of your own to go to? Do you have things to do? God.
So Yeah, your princess is in danger, most likely from herself rather than from like actually anyone else. But what are you doing?
Hmm. Yeah, I'm trying to think of the best way to help. Yeah, I might. I look at. Do you want me to help you or stop the jetpack thing?
Probably the jetpack thing. I got it handled.
So is the roof still being opened or?
Yeah, there's a couple who snuck in already, and you can tell from their outfits they are the other school's equivalent of y'all. They are their superhero club coming in costume.
I should I close the roof? Should I try to defy disaster and close the roof or something?
Up to you.
That feels like that's a big use of magic. I'm really worried of what happens if I mess this up, but I'm willing to try it.
All right.
Close the roof. Close the roof.
Yeah, I think I like look at my little like digital pet. I'm like, all right, whew, this one might be a little bit much, but let's see what we can do.
Perfect. All right. Before you roll, because this is a big use of magic, I'm going to ask the fight disaster question. What are you willing to sacrifice to accomplish this?
I don't want to say the pet, but I did just look at the pet and say, hey, this is going to be a rough one. So that fits. Yeah. Like it's data, and so like it can get corrupted.
Yeah.
And it might, I might have to fix it, but.
Yeah. The pet will be fine in the long run, but.
Yes. Still not great today. Alrighty, let's defy disaster. All right. That's a 7.
Okay. Whew. So on a 7 to 9, you pick either you succeed with a sacrifice, and that will do exactly what you accomplished, but will put up your collateral. Or your success also will lock you out of the building for the rest of this encounter, as the building rejects your words.
I'm gonna have to say sacrifice. I can't leave. Like okay. I gotta make sure I'm able to help keep Princess safe. I think I'm like, sorry, little buddy. You'll be back before the day's over. I promise.
Perfect.
This probably isn't the first time it's happened, but I never feel good about it.
Yeah, I mean, understandably so. So you channel and the building shuts, and so really only 2 of the folks who are trying to fly in are able to enter, and one of them lands next to you, and they seem like the inverse of you, in that they utilize, or I guess converse, in that they utilize technology to speak with their technology, similar to you in that they communicate with their hardware instead of like ordering it to do things, they just talk to it. But instead of doing it through magic, they have interfaces set up to talk with different machines on their suit. And they land next to you, and their visor projects a sad face as they look and go, oops, looks like your pet's been pixelated. How sad.
It's not great. Oh, you know what? You got me there. It's not good. I think Pixel is just like sort of, all right, what would Princess say in this? You aren't nice.
Hurtful. Why don't you go ahead and mark a condition for the sacrifice of your pet as we cut over back to Madison and Nahir. What are you all two up to? Last we checked, Nahir jumped in the way of a banana peel for Madison as Madison tried to rush off stage.
Okay. Madison, unless you have something you want to do, I think I have an idea for Nahir.
You can go ahead. I'm trying to figure out how to call on a toxic power.
Ooh.
Madison's not very happy with what's going on. She's so thankful Nahir what helped her, but
I'm excited to see how that pans out.
too.
So before that happens, Nahir, now having bits of food that have been thrown forward, kind of marring this beautiful dress and the body chain that they're wearing, you'll see Nahir draw that sword from behind them, and they will point it at that angry mob with hands full of trash, and they will take a step forward. How dare y'all come here and fill your hands with garbage and try to destroy this beautiful event. And how dare you try to ignore the words of this beautiful person up on the stage? They're trying to tell you a story. They're trying to make you understand that, I don't know, we could all have a good time here together. Just close your hands and open your hearts.
All right.
And specifically, I'm using another move from the Devoted
Hell
playbook.
yeah.
So
Alright.
this is a power of conviction
Okay.
when you entice while extolling the virtues of your devotion.
Yeah.
So Madison, you gain a string on Nahir,
Beautiful, beautiful.
and I think I roll to entice.
Yes, you do. Go ahead and roll plus spirit.
Roll plus spirit. Okay, 9.
Okay. Madison, if you want to spend the string to assist, you can add +1. Otherwise, it is a 7 to 9.
Yes.
All right. Perfect. How do you help prove Nahir's point, or back it up or emphasize it?
Sorry, I gotta think how to do
No
that.
worries. No worries. Gives me a second to look at the response for the move.
What are you doing again here? I'm sorry.
So Nahir is basically telling these people, close your fists and open your hearts and listen to what Madison has to say to you.
And I'll just back her up by saying we can all have fun here. You don't have to just take over like this.
Right.
It's a party.
I love this beautiful moment, and Princess is fully just trying to like throw someone around. That's
Yeah.
very funny.
All right. Nahir, you get a string on the mob, and they're gonna get flustered or awkward. And so the crowd is just gonna like get quiet and awkward, and like, you know that moment where like they were in the heat of the mob, and then they just like got called in, and they're like, oh, not me. What? And so people just start kind of like thinning out.
I think they're like, there's someone with like banana on their hands who's like trying to like wipe it off.
Yeah.
It's like,
I swear I was eating banana bread earlier. Yeah, banana bread.
I'm like, mm-hmm.
And the crowd thins, and some of the other person who jetpacked in looks around, confused. Where are you all going? Get back here! And he drops down in front of you all, and he throws his jetpack to the side, throws off his helmet, and he might be one of the few people in this room who is willing to compete with you here in terms of buffness. This is your fault. You ruined our fun. You ruined our entrance.
I'm sorry, what?
Supposed to do a whole cool thing while like the mob was all hype, and then I'd like jetpack in and look awesome. There's only one way to settle this.
You can look awesome without a mob.
You can, but why would you?
I mean, that's so asinine. You come in here, you throw your bananas, you try to make us look like fools. I think just own yourself. You don't need to be throwing trash and, saying spitting words to make yourself look cool.
Princess walking up behind like, all right, hurtful.
Honestly, the only bananas thing here is that logic, okay? I'm gonna make a dramatic entrance. And he pulls out from his suit just like a single thread that starts unraveling, and then it unravels around his hand into a hilt, and from it extends a sword.
Princess forgets where she is and starts clapping because it was cool. Oh right, yeah, sorry, my bad.
And just points between the two of you, Nahir and Madison.
Okay, I am going to say, look at the sword and like, that's not a very dramatic entrance. And I think I have to roll 2d6 to call on a toxic power.
Yeah. So what are you attempting to do with calling onto a toxic power here? So when you call on a toxic power, you get to ask it a question, and it may or may not give you the answer. Right. And you are the
Seeker.
speaker, which believe, yes, you can spend plus a point of tradition to take +1 forward on call a toxic power if you wish.
Yes, I want to do that. And I rolled a 10.
Perfect. So what question do you ask?
How can we get you to leave and never come back?
Oh, okay. So on a 10+, when you parlay with a toxic power, it answers the question and grants you +1 forward to act on the information. Do you have an idea on what toxic power you're calling on?
Is it your parents? Is it your parents?
Yeah.
You call your mom. How do I make these people leave?
So I guess the question is, are you calling them directly, or are you just thinking back to the stuff they've told you?
Ooh, the book.
The book. Yes, I'm looking at my book. I have to change pocket in the hair hat, so I pull it.
Okay, you have to go find it. Hold on, gotta find it.
So you pull out the book, and you don't even need to sift through it. The book tells you where your answer is. You just know as you flip it open. The answer the book tells you is quite simple. Just shut them down hard. Make them regret ever coming here. Tell them they are unwelcome here now and forever. And they will make themselves unwelcome.
So
Awesome.
you and your cheap sword and your discount dollar store magic friends need to turn around and leave this building now and never come back. Or what's the concept? I don't know. She comes up with something.
We'll make you sorry. I'm still behind you. We'll make you sorry. Yeah, I believe in you. Go.
Or we will make you wish you paid the extra $2.99 shipping for an elementary magic kit.
Okay.
So turn around and go now.
Go ahead and roll to entice.
Can I use a string that I have on Madison to be like behind her, giving her pep talk on how to roast this person, and then say, do that. Okay, or shipping. Shipping is also kind of a good roast, I guess.
So what is that? 2d6?
Yep, 2d6 plus heart.
Heart. Do I have no? I have no heart.
And then you add +1, I think, if I add a string.
Yeah.
Oh no.
What did you roll?
4.
Well, rip.
I think, however, everyone has a string on medicine. So if everyone banded together to back medicine up, you could jump that to a 7.
Yes.
I was hacking the air to make an air horn noise, just like as I typed it in the chat of just like with every line that's dropped.
Beautiful. And Nahir, how are you supporting Madison?
Holding your hand.
Nahir is taking half a step forward towards the person in the dollar store outfit, and is kind of repeating some of the things that Madison is saying, kind of like a chorus, and taking half a step forward with every repetition.
Perfect.
Shipping comes forward.
So, on a 7 to 9, on entice, you gain a string on them unless they instead choose to do 1. I think they're going to choose to do 1. They are going to just back down as they look at this, realize that the mob hype has died down. You've got like Pixel got the assorted chaos under control by calming down all the machines and the robotics, and they also then went out and helped calm down some of the other like biological experiments. We see like some of the other schools' machines like talking down like some of the bio experiments and the like. You cut over to the mob that was heckling people that seems to be died down. You see that your professors have just like dealt with the shenanigans of the other school professors and are like starting to address the students and like giving them the voice and they realize that they're not in control here, and person just slowly unravels their sword, unravels it back into their costume, and like
Oh, how
grabs the
cute.
jetpack, tries to turn it on, and like it hops, it doesn't really like fly. So they just kind of like awkwardly hop with their jetpack out of the stadium as the rest of the students from the school also begin to depart.
Can Madison keep like giving him insults as he hops out of
Yes,
there?
100%.
I'm literally holding her back. Okay, Madison, that's enough. Madison. I looked at Pixel. I've created a monster. I've created a monster.
This is what happens when you
so
call on a
proud.
toxic power for the solution to your problem.
You just get meaner and meaner. Whoops.
And as they begin to depart, you just hear over the intercom Tamagi's voice. Hi, sorry folks. We've got under control of the system again. So I sorry for the delay, but here it is, the prom stadium that we were hoping to accomplish this year. And they press the button, and lights turn on. The ground begins to shift. And somehow, Pixel, despite you being in constant communication with the robots, they manage to keep a secret from you as more and more robots begin to emerge. But all of them, and not just robots too, biological creatures, all of them in the shape of dinosaurs, as this year's prom theme was a Jurassic World, as they begin to just a mix of like fully robotic and like semi-biological dinosaurs begin to emerge. Pterodactyls hang from the ceiling. A park is made. Hills appear. The dance floor consists of a bunch of like velociraptors just dancing in the center. There's volcanoes that are serving as like the speakers in the corner. The food buffet now becomes like also features like a location with what's a fun dinosaur to be the servers. I think it's got to be T-Rexes because it's just very it's very fun to like watch them like just perfectly expertly navigate everything. And that is a prom theme for this year.
That's so cute.
Pixel is just like in hog heaven right now. Like, there's so many of them.
Princess is behind her and it's like patting. By the way, it's the robot thing that I can see that's like gone for a second, right?
Yes, that one's gone.
I'm like this. Where's your friend?
Pixel is looks a little like turns and it's looking a little sad of like,
Did something happen when you closed the ceiling?
Yeah, it was a little too much power and sort of got like a little too defragged for a little bit. So I keep a backup at home, but I'll be able to get it back. It's just,
Loss is loss.
bummer. Yeah. And Pixel is, I think, insecure once again. I think that's a condition I'm taking.
Mm-hmm.
That seems to be Pixel's go-to condition.
It's a reasonable condition.
Yeah, like I just a little off with the magic, a little too much. But yeah, I'm still really glad that we, stopped that from happening. And I did manage to save a lot more robots
You did.
from fighting. So
You sacrifice a lot for others. I'm proud of you.
Pixel like smiles, like thank you. Please roll to help me.
Yeah, I would like emotional. Can I do emotional support?
You can do an emotional support.
Yay! I love
Go ahead and
emotionally
roll
support.
for spirits. That's plus 0. Right.
We love supporting emotionally. That's 8.
Okay. On a 7 to 9, if they open up to you, which I think Pixel has sufficiently done so, then you can choose to clear a condition.
Yeah, I'll
yeah.
play a condition. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not insecure anymore. Whew.
We're gonna cut the hero medicine. B, what are the 3 of you? B like walks up to the 2 of you after. You two are incredible out there.
I think Madison's still calming down. Like that really made her mad, and she's never mean.
Yeah.
So that just happened.
B's ghost could just like turn to Madison and go, I've never seen that side of you. And I'm not gonna lie, it is a little bit attractive.
Well, they shouldn't have invaded our prom.
Yeah, you definitely told them that and a lot more.
Yeah, I'm still mad. I feel like I need to yell at him more.
Yeah, you really put the mad in Madison, huh?
Yeah, that's a joke. That's funny.
Yes, it was a joke.
Here, did you hear the joke? Wasn't that funny?
Nahir's, I think, beaming up at B, because part of what Nahir is seeing is another person who seems to take a real interest in how Madison is feeling and in how she's doing. So Nahir is just kind of beaming at that interaction and kind of blushes a little bit and comes to. Yeah, no, it's that's funny. Madison, you're really. Do you need like another snack, or do you need to dance it off, or do you just need to, like, I don't know, yell into the wind?
I don't know. That just made me really mad. We've all worked hard for this prom, and they just come in here, try to destroy it. And look at all the dinosaurs.
I mean, those are pretty cool.
Yeah, they are.
It's because of you. We were able to kind of finally unveil the theme. I mean, we've been in a lot of high pressure situations, but I don't know, this felt more personal.
I think so. And they didn't like my story. That was a good story.
It was. They just weren't listening.
Sorry. Yes, she's calming down as she talks, and the dinosaurs help.
P smiles, says, well, if you've still got a little bit of energy to break out, why don't we hit the dance floor?
I don't really dance a lot. I don't want to embarrass you.
I think if anyone's gonna embarrass anyone, it'll be me. And she winks and leads you both onto the dance floor.
Madison will follow and just like try not to be embarrassed.
Perfect. And at this point, we're gonna, like, the prom progresses a little bit. There's time spent doing, hanging out with folks, meeting some of the other students, dancing, eating food, hiding in quiet corners, talking to robots. I'm assuming that happens frequently with Pixel over the evening.
Yes.
How many times has Princess dragged that? Does Princess follow Pixel the entire time for the robot conversations, or?
Oh, for sure. Stands there, fully only hearing Pixel's side of the conversation, and is like just sitting there nodding, looking around.
Pixel like maybe hand you their phone so you can it's set to translate it. So you can stay, and I'll translate anything back too.
Thank you for including me.
Of course.
I like being able to not understand what's going on for once.
That's how I feel most of the time, except when I'm talking to robots. So it's really nice.
Good balance between the two of us, huh?
Yes, it's wonderful. I know I have a move I'd like to do at some point if dancing happens.
Okay.
Dancing.
What kind of dancing do you want for the move?
Has to be romantic. Yes.
Perfect. Then I was about to say, because like the transition I was about to give, that works perfectly.
Let's take it away.
Is like as time progresses further, eventually the music quiets down for a minute, and everyone kind of knows that something's about to happen, or maybe the party's over, and then a slow song starts to play.
Princess, do you want to maybe dance?
Oh, I was waiting for you to ask me. I didn't know how many times you were going to talk to robots.
I had to make sure. I had to do the. I'm getting distracted again.
Not that I mind that we were talking to robots. I just really wanted to dance with you also. So I wasn't sure if we should do both or should I wait? I wasn't really clear on that.
No. I was. I wanted to get it out of the way and save the best thing for last.
Oh. Well, it was all worth it then. Okay. Princess will go lead Pixel to the dance floor.
Beautiful. Before we do anything with y'all's dance, let's get to the other three. So were y'all dancing like regularly the entire time, or did y'all go take a break somewhere?
I think at some point Madison will take a break and get more punch.
Perfect. So I think the music starts as the three of you are just standing near a punch bowl.
When the first slow dance happens, that's a perfect opportunity to check off another one of the boxes on my spreadsheet.
What box?
Slow dance? I tried to come up with clever titles, but I'm not as like savvy with words as Princess or Pixel.
Can I see your spreadsheet?
Maybe after the song.
Oh yeah, okay. I can't wait.
And then Nahir will look over at B.
Oh, I thought I was gonna have to be the one who asks us to dance all evening.
Maybe I'm learning a little bit from hanging out with you.
She smiles. Well, lead the way.
And Nahir will reach both of their hands out and hopefully take each of their hands and kind of very elegantly shimmy back towards the dance floor.
Ooh.
And kind of pull them both in, and kind of is doing has an arm wrapped around either one of them. And so it's like that slow dancing where you have one person on each side.
When she pulls them out, can Madison like twirl?
Yeah.
And like spin into the dance.
Oh yeah.
Beautiful.
It's like I don't know if anyone here does social dancing, but it's very, I think, like blues dancing vibes, where it's all about that slow 1-2 step and then the slow meandering twirls.
Yeah.
One of the cool things about how it's set up is, while it is clear to everyone that there's slow music playing, once you get onto the floor, the section of the floor you're on specifically conveys music for whatever type of dance you and your partner want to do. So people are doing all sorts of dances out here for romantic dances. Got waltzes, foxtrots. Some people are like showing off with like a tango, stuff like that.
Can Madison make like smoky clouds on the floor?
Yes.
To kind of get the atmosphere. And then the lights like hitting them softly. It looks really nice.
Amazing. Pixel and Princess, what are y'all dancing to?
I'm trying to think.
Is it awkward?
Is it awkward? No, it's probably very nervous.
Yeah.
We're both like nervous.
It feels like baby's first slow dance a little bit.
Yes, exactly. And I think the music is really loud at first, so we don't have to talk because we're so nervous. We're like, I don't know if I should talk, and then gets quieter if we start talking.
It's fun how the two like more confident ones, I want to say, in the group ended up with like the nervous dance, and the two more awkward ones ended up with the really confident dance.
It is that one shipping dynamic of like really cocky and confident with everyone but each other.
Yes, it's wonderful.
It's good shit.
Hey, Princess. I know you wanted to ask about us, and I was wondering, would you like to maybe go somewhere sort of quiet, like a rooftop or something, to talk about this? Be nice to get some fresh air.
Yeah, I'd love to.
Alrighty. Well, I'm gonna say hold on and hope I don't mess up.
Wait, what does that mean? Hold on. I'm so sorry. What?
I think I'm going to use the astral dance move that I've had waiting in my waiting just in case.
I love the idea that he's sitting there, just chilling, like, this will come in handy soon. Don't even worry. Don't even worry.
This is a secret master tool that'll help us later.
That's exactly what it was. So I rolled astral dance. and that's just plus grace. When you dance across the boundary into the realm beyond. Describe it and roll plus grace. So we're going to go to a rooftop, and I think it is just like very slow dancing. And there's sort of the energy of like, I think as Princess starts asking, like, do you trust me?
Always.
Then let's just get lost in the music. And I think this sort of swaying back and forth, and like I think there's like a hug and spin. And before they realize, like you see, it looks a little matrixy. I think of like you see a little bit of like glitchy magic around Pixel, and then next thing you know, we're both just sort of like on the roof, and you can hear like a little bit of music playing softly from like Pixel's phone to like keep the song going. It's like I did it. All right, I'm not good at that one, so really worked out. But yeah, this has been really fun, by the way.
Yes. Can I was watching the technology thing
Mhm.
when it was happening. I had a pretty good view because I was on top of someone's
Yeah.
shoulders.
Yeah, fantastic.
But I noticed when you were struggling with the roof, there was a moment I think you could have been pushed out, and then the thing disappeared. Did you do that instead of? Why didn't you just go outside?
I was worried about you, and I knew I had a backup. It's not the first time, and I'm very good about stuff like that. But there's not a backup princess. You're one of a kind.
You lost your robot instead of leaving me?
Well, yeah, but I'll have them back. I'll have them back as soon as I get home.
I'm gonna just like instantly hug Pixel real tight and be like, I don't really care what we are, like what the term is or what phrase you want to use. I just want to be with you.
Yeah, same. Is this the part where we kiss?
I think this is the part where we kiss. This is the part that the 17 magazine says that there's like a vibe. I feel like this is the vibe.
Yeah, do we count down or do we just?
No, I think we just do it.
I think as you're saying this,
Should we
because you used astral dance to get here. He used astral dance to get here. So like I think even though you're on a rooftop somewhere, because of that element, there's different specters of like the digital world around you, like adding just to the ambiance, and the unseen like above you just is typing in big block letters. Yes, it is obvious. Yes.
Yeah, I think shockingly, then Pixel will lead the kiss then.
I kiss back.
Beautiful.
Yeah, we did it. It's all been worth it.
We did it. Da, da, da.
On that, we're gonna cut to our triad on the dance floor. How's that going?
I think it's slow and intimate between the three of them. At some point, maybe B switches in and is the one who's kind of like in the middle of the dance. And then maybe at some point, if Madison feels comfortable, Madison is kind of like the one at the center of all of the movement. So it's very tender between the three of them.
Yeah, I agree. It's just all really kind of magic. Well, they're in a magic school, but it's that other degree of magical. You know, when you see a really nice thing, I'm not making much sense.
No, it's great. I think it just lingers on that for a long time.
Well, maybe like little stars fall on them, like light stars.
I love that. It's just a calm scene, just very intimate and romantic.
Yeah.
At one point, V will just look at both of you and go, "Do you mind if I give you a kiss?"
Madison just like she's like shakes her head. No, she doesn't mind. And she doesn't quite closes her eyes. She doesn't. done that before.
And Nahir spends a long time mouthing nothing
Mhm.
before
I think.
going,
Okay.
I think I might mind if you didn't.
B smiles and will like from like the end like switch in to being like in the middle, and like as she twirls by the both of you, will give you all both a brief quick kiss on the cheek.
Can Madison like swoon
Yes.
into Nahir's arms? Is that okay with Nahir?
I think perhaps as the swoon happens, we see B and Nahir in unison on either side of Madison, like both reach down so that both have a hand on Madison's back, and one hand in each hand
Yep.
to kind of support her. And then as Madison kind of lingers in the swooning position, Nahir will look down and say, "Would you mind if I kissed you?"
And she'll say not at all and like kind of meet her halfway.
And I think it's like the swoon, like you're picked up from the swooning motion, and it's as you're kind of pulled back up to your feet when the kiss happens.
Yeah, yeah, definitely.
Perfect. And as that moment sort of comes to a close and the slow dance fades, there's just a long lingering as everyone who partook in this is enjoying the energy. And then there is the tapping on a mic noise as a band has taken the stage. Yeah, you already know where this is going. I see you there. And you hear your professor's voice at the mic. She goes,
Oh God. We're on the roof. Wait a second.
You can hear
Something.
this.
My skin is crawling. Wait, hold on.
You
It
can
just
hear
killed
it
the
from
whole mood.
It's broadcasting everywhere.
Actually, at that moment, yeah, Nahir pulls up their list of departments Professor Sadiq might work for, and is like, I think maybe they're the music professor.
I think they're streaming it. I got a notification. I didn't even
because of the fact that you're like in a half realm, the stream is just auto playing behind you.
Oh no, that's the worst.
That's so cursed.
Correct. Spooky Wick. And he goes, hello. Hope you all enjoyed that wonderful slow dance. Gotta say, it was one of my favorites. Whichever one you were listening to, one of my favorites. Now, hope everyone's ready. But I was honestly a little bit surprised when we were invited by the organization council for this prom to play here. But I guess we are one of the most famous bands in the city. So thank you so much for this platform. Sit back, relax, and prepare to allow our music to make you dinosaur. And he begins to just play a slow and steady beat on his bass as the rest of his band picks up. And I think they start off with just like very standard but I think they start off in hip hop, but as the night goes on, they're going to just rage through the genres to like pop and then punk. And at one point they'll play a metal song and then they'll go back into like a romantic song. They just go across all genres.
Every single genre. There's whenever a new song starts up, you can hear Princess just sigh and be like, can we just keep kissing so I can ignore this, please? I beg. Not just because of that, but also if that helps.
Yeah. I can try to dance out of here again, like further away if that's, but we shouldn't leave our group. Also I feel like this professor should absolutely be playing ska at some point.
Oh, 100%. Ska's their closing act. 1000%.
Got ska energy.
Most of their other stuff, even when they're playing like other songs, there's a little bit of ska in like influences. There's always like an improvisation section in every song they're playing.
Soft trombone constantly.
I literally was about to say that.
They're just like it's like a bad impersonation of trying to play pop music, but it's really just ska. It's so obviously just ska, but like with a little bit of synth. And they're like, it's pop. We're like, it's not though. We could tell it's not.
Yeah, but it's better. It's cool.
Because of
Professor's a villain.
Hey, Pixel, can we get out of here for like several reasons, but most importantly of all, because I want to get away from this music. We can technically hear Madison and everyone else can get a ride. I genuinely need to leave.
Yeah, sure. Do we want to try the teleporting again?
Yeah, I trust you.
7. That's close. It's out of here. I'll know exactly where it is, but it's out of here.
Perfect. I think you. So on a 7, right, for that move specifically. I think what happens is you arrive too late. So you arrive to like get the others out, and just as you get there, he's like, "Well, it has been a wonderful night playing for you folks. We do have to close down the venue officially, that is. So we're gonna play our final set. I like to call it Let's Skedaddle," and starts playing their exit song.
But we missed a lot of it, so
That's good. That's the Yep. Please, I just started to Pixel and go like, resist the urge to be mean, resist the urge to be mean, resist the urge to be mean.
we can make fun of him on the ride home.
That's a really good idea. I think the group can all gang up on him. It'll be really funny. And then we'll have a roast, and then I'll tell Madison the roast to say, and then she'll remember them for when we see him on Monday.
Perfect.
Perfect. And on that note of the group getting back to meet up together and the final ska song being played by this professor and his band,
Lord.
which I think actually at a certain point for this final song, his wife joins him on stage and she starts vocalizing and playing, just singing along to the final song. And that is what we call a prom. Ta-da! And that was First and Sword Lesbians.
Yeah.
First and Sword Lesbians.
Game's so good every time.
So good. I'm going to play. I just kept thinking this entire time, like, I need to play this all the time, constantly.
It was a fun time. But for now, let's do a final round of plugs and sign-offs, starting with you there.
All right. This time I remember what I wanted to say. Hi, I'm Dare. You can find me on Twitter and TikTok at NBDare. I just talk a lot generally about tabletops and the good and the bad about tabletops. Tomorrow I will be streaming on the Ephemeral Forest. I will be playing Thirsty Sword Lesbians combined with, let me get the exact name right. It is a fun hack being made by one of my friends. A Place to Fuck Each Other. It's a good title. And it's going to be Bachelor themed. I'm going to be playing a very mean red lesbian, so I'm gonna be great. Besides that, it's a new month, so Die Hard Dice, my lovely dice affiliate crew. If you like big metal dice, these ones are one of my favorite sets. You can go to Die Hard Dice, use the promo code DAREJUNE for 10% off your next purchase. Thank you.
Hell yeah! Awesome. All right, next up, Bella.
Hi everyone, my name is Bella. I have been playing Princess today. I have never played Thirsty Sword Lesbians, so I didn't really know what to do, but I had an amazing group with me, so they all guided me, and the amazing GM also did a wonderful job and was very patient with me, telling me, actually, you didn't mean to do that move, you want to do this move, and me going, oh yeah, you're right, I did. You could find me on the internet as Boondoggles on Twitter and TikTok. I don't really go on TikTok. So yeah, and you can find me this Friday. This Friday playing at Fey Realms, playing Masks. I will be playing just Plant Jesus, really. I'm just playing Plant Jesus. Her name is Rose. Come watch me play a newborn who's just very good. That could be found at 8:30 p.m. Eastern. I think I said that. Every other Saturday. So this Saturday, I will be playing on Emerald City GMG, playing City of Mists at 4 p.m. Eastern. I will be playing just the mom friend of the group. It's good. I have a bag that holds everything. And then on Sundays, you can find me at Honey and Dice channel at 8 p.m. Playing Call of Cthulhu, but without the sanity mechanics, because fuck that. It is the games that I met my significant other at and all of my friends and started this whole adventure. So come watch me revisit a character who is very beloved to me. I also have a podcast that is not quite out yet because editing is hard. With Horror Persona Games on Twitter, it's called Ace Jams, not to be confused with Space Jams, which is completely different. It's about the aspec experience, which once again is asexual, aromantic, and agender. We're just talking about experiences and what's up. Also, if you were doing the sexuality like spectrum thing, remember the opposite of asexual is not hypersexual. Libido and asexuality are completely separate things.
It's true.
Asexual means it's about sexual attraction, not libido. You can be horny and ace. To all my horny aces, I hope you in particular have a great pride. Thank you all for inviting me and having me on this game.
Hey, perfect. All right, keep us moving along. Sarah, you're up.
So first off, thank you so much to everyone here. It's been an absolute pleasure to play with y'all and to play this game. To anyone in chat who has been thinking about playing Thirsty Sword Lesbians or picking it up, please do. It's an incredible system and one I can't wait to play again. My name is Sarah L. Kinney. I am that all over the internet. I will drop my Twitter handle in the chat, which is the best way to figure out what I am up to. On Saturday, I will be playing a evil sword lesbian in a game of Invisible Sun by Mont Cook. It's a really buck wild system, but a very good time. And I play in a bunch of other kind of one-shots and like to guest in other shows. So my Twitter is the best way to figure out what I am up to. But until then, have a lovely rest of the day, and I can't wait to see all of you again.
Heck yeah. And next, Nikki, not Madison. Unless Madison has any plugs she wants us to know.
I am really bad at plugging myself and introductions and whatever else, but I just love playing games and having fun with so many people. This has been a blast. I want to play this again.
Yeah.
Thank you for writing it and all of the other people that were playing. I know there's another word for that, but I can't think of it right now. And just, I guess, follow me on Twitter. There's probably stuff I could plug. I just can't think of it because, like, again, I'm bad at it. Nick Cool on Twitter, so thank you.
Yeah, follow people on Twitter is the easiest way to find all the plugs we forget to bring up. Just show up there, and it will show up on your timeline eventually. That leaves me. Hi, I'm Amr Emerez. You can find me everywhere on the internet at Emerez, mostly Twitter right now. I do a lot of things. I'm considering trying out the word polymath as a word. It's a fun word. And it's better than saying I do too many things. Anyways, if you want to catch up more of my streaming stuff, you can find me on the Lark Network every Saturday at noon Central, playing in a mask game, where I play another disaster lesbian, who is also a science disaster lesbian. And other than that, internet journeyman is a good phrase there. Other than that, you can check out the Protein City Pride run that is happening for the rest of the month. I'm going to be playing in it in this exact same game and setting, but as a player instead of as a GM, and then our finale. So you're going to want to check that out. That's it for me. I'm not doing too many things that are public right now. From behind the scene, you can check out Chimera if you want to see some of my game design. Play.chimera.games. Otherwise, just go to my Twitter, check out for updates, and make sure you stay informed about everything going on in the world, especially certain situations that the media isn't going to cover you well, like Palestine. That's it. That's all I got. Thank you all so much. Chris, whenever you're ready, you can take us out and we can raid someone if you're in the chat while they're in DM. That would be wonderful. All right. Thanks, y'all.